Just imagine this, burning in a locked room. I mean, burning real fire, yes, flame in a locked room. Like, can you imagine? That is what happened to me. Do you want to know why and what happened? Then continue watching this video and you know exactly what went on with me. So in this story, it was me, but I was a kid. I was a very small child. I think I was around 5, 6 years or something like that. I was a very small girl. I think 5 years, and my sister was 3 years there. I live in Ghana. I was born in Ghana, and I'm still in Ghana. I'm sure you all know about Christianity. In this country, Christianity is on another level. It's on another level. If you think I'm lying, or if you want to experience this for yourself, come to Ghana and you get to know it. This is the country where when a teacher is coming to teach, he is praying, opening prayer. When he's going, closing prayer. When you go to the workplace, opening prayer, closing prayer. Like, I mean, it's just another level. This is the country where on Sunday morning, you wouldn't get food to buy, you wouldn't get anything to buy because all shops are closed. Everywhere is so quiet, as if the town has turned to an empty town. There's nobody in the town because everybody's in the church. Go to the church and they are full of people like that. This is the country where everywhere you pass, church posters and church pictures and signboards containing churches and everything all around. If you want to experience this, you want to know this is really true, come to Ghana and you get to know about it. So this country is really engrossed in this Christianity thing. And for your information, I'm also a Christian. I was born into a Christian home and my parents are Christians, like full-time Christians. My father is an elder. He's not actually the pastor, but he's an elder, so you can imagine. My mom is also a very prominent person in the church. She organizes stuff and she teaches the children, and you know that, yes. Back then, my mom and my dad had been going out to pray in the night, like around 2, 3. They'll go to the church, like they've organized it, midnight prayers or something. I think they have a name for it, midnight prayers or something like that, yes. So they'll go and then they'll pray with the church members. So they'll wake up in the middle of the night and then they'll go and then they pray, right? But for us, we're children, so they weren't allowing us to go with them. Maybe we'll go there and we'll be sleeping, kids now. So they didn't send us with them, and they did not tell us that they were going to pray at that time too. So I wasn't aware that they were praying in that midnight.
I don't know.
So in this particular day, we were sleeping, and I think my mom and my dad, they woke up in the night to go and pray as usual. They went, but the problem was, if they tell us to come and lock the door, I was the eldest, I'll come lock the door, all right. Maybe when they come back, I'll be still sleeping and they wouldn't be able to, tell me to open the door, and I'll be sleeping, and that means they'll have to sleep outside. They wouldn't get access into the room. Or if they decided to leave the door open, it's too dangerous for them because there are 3 kids in the room and they can't just leave the room open like that. So they decided to rather lock the room. When they come back, they'll just open and then they'll have access into the room. So that was what they were doing. They always would lock the room outside and then they'll go, when they come back, they open it. And they'll come before we wake up. So I mean, I didn't even know about it. I'll wake up in the morning. My mom and my dad were there, so I wasn't aware they were going out to pray in the night or not. That I did not know.
I don't know.
For those who are outside Ghana, I don't know if you've been using this. We have this mosquito coil. In Ghana here, there are lots of mosquitoes. When you come here and you're not very careful, that's caution. You will catch malaria. So please protect yourself when you come to Ghana. In fact, I don't know if for other countries, but I'm very sure of Ghana here, there are lots of mosquitoes here that you have to sleep in mosquito nets and all that. We are not using mosquito nets back then. We're rather using this mosquito coil. When you let it up, there'll be smoke, like smoke will come out of it, and then it is assumed that the smoke will kill the insect, like those mosquitoes. It will kill them and you have a sound sleep. That's what we were using back then. So always in the night, they'll send me to go and buy mosquito coil, and I'll go buy it and then we use it in the room. So this was what happened. Please and please again, don't make this mistake. This is what we did, and it will almost cost us our lives. Like all the 3 of us, we almost died. So in this case, That day, I went to buy mosquito coil and then we lit it up as usual. And then my mom and my dad went out to go and pray. My mom always has a spot that she places the mosquito coil. Let's say one corner there, she always put it there for us, and it was very safe because it wasn't closer to us, so we were safe. It's fire. It's not really fire, but you can see some rest of that looks like flame or something on it. So we just put it at a corner there. I'll give you a picture of the mosquito coil. If you've not seen it before, this is how we use it, and this is what a mosquito coil is, and this is how we use it. Okay, so right now my mom and my dad are out. They are not with us in the room, and we are sleeping. All the three of us were sleeping. Let me say it from my perspective. I was sleeping, and then suddenly I couldn't breathe again. I'm very sensitive to smoke. Like, let me just make this clear. So on this day, I wasn't able to breathe. Like, honestly, I wasn't able to breathe. So I was just struggling on the bed like that. Like, I was trying to breathe, but I couldn't. Right. So I was very sleepy. Like, I wanted to wake up, but I couldn't wake up because I'm so sleepy. So I was still sleeping and sleeping, but I couldn't breathe. And I was struggling on the bed. I was sweating too. And the room feels a bit hot. So I was very uncomfortable at that very moment. But miraculously, my sisters were sleeping. Like, they were just sleeping as if nothing has happened. I don't know why. I wasn't feeling comfortable back then. So I think I woke up from bed. I turned around and my mom and my dad, like, I went to their room and they are not there. I'm like, why? I was still sleeping. I was like, I'm sleeping. Isn't that I'm dreaming or what? And because I wasn't afraid, I was nothing. But the room was filled with smoke, a lot of smoke. I couldn't see anything. I was crying, like my eyes were just teary like that. So like I was crying, but my eyes were rather teary, right? So I wasn't afraid to. I don't know, maybe I thought it was a dream or something. I don't know. I wasn't afraid. So I went to my mom's room and they are not there. And then I think I tried to open the door and the door is not opening. I was like, where's mom? Where's dad? Where are they? So I just came back, sat on the bed, sat there in the smoke. Nothing came into my mind that this is smoke. I have to, do something about it. And I was sitting there like that. I did not know what was actually happening back then. So I sat there for like 2-3 minutes and then I was like, I couldn't still breathe. Like my eyes were just teary like that. So I stood up, went to where I thought the smoke was coming from. So I went there and sat by it.
Daddy!
Like I sat by it and looked at what was actually happening over there. Then I saw that there's something burning. Like there's something burning. So I stood up and I was like, what is happening? What I mean, I couldn't think. I just didn't know what was happening. So I went and then I took always in our room, my dad and my mom do not want us to disturb them. We woke up in the night, we are requesting for water. We wake up in the night, we are requesting for water. So they always make provisions for water for us. So always they'll just make sure there's water in the room. So I just went there. It was like a gallon like that. I took it. I think it was very heavy, so I couldn't like take it. I just filled in the room, but I brought the rest and then I just poured on it were 2 gallons of it. And then I just poured it on the fire like that. Like I just poured it on the fire. And then I went back. I sat down, but the smoke was still there. I went for the other one and then I poured it on it again. The room was just wet, like as if it had been flooded. It was just wet like that. And I decided, okay, if the room is wet, no. I just went there and I sat on the bed again. The water drained into, the bed stand. Under the bed stand was so wet. Like, I poured 2 gallons of water in the room. Everything, everywhere was a mess. Like, it was just a mess that I created. But the smoke was still there. And I was so sleepy. I think I did not even know what I was doing. I was still sleepy. Even in the smoke, I sat by it. Can you imagine? Sat by a fire, looking at it for like 2 minutes. I didn't know what I was doing though. I went back to sit on the bed, tried to sleep. I placed my head against the pillow, trying to breathe fresh air. I really struggled. I don't know when I slept though. And then in the morning, my mom was shouting, the people were shouting. So I woke up in the morning, I'm like, where did you go? She was like, are you fine? I said, yes, I'm fine. Where are the kids? I said, oh, yeah, I'm fine. She started praising God. I'm like, what is happening? What's the meaning of this, right? What's the meaning? She was like, oh my god, oh my god. Like, she didn't even care the room was wet, right? She was just so happy that nothing happened to us. So I asked her what was happening. She said, why, who told you to pour this water? And I'm like,
I thought smoke, so me too, I pour water. I've been seeing you pouring water on smoke and fire, so me too, I poured water on it.
she was like, thank God, dear, thank God. She was so happy. She was very happy. And I'm like, why? Then she told me, you were just, if you hadn't poured water on this thing, you were going to burn because the room is locked. And I could see there's fire. Do you know what happened? My mom placed this mosquito coil just under my dad's dresses. You know, in Ghana here, I don't know whether this thing has stopped, but you know, back then, in very old times, our dads will hang their shirts and their trousers on the crossbar. If you don't know the crossbar, comment what's a crossbar in the comment below. I'm sure someone will answer you and give details about it for you. Okay, so they will hang their dresses on the crossbar, or they will pin a nail on the wall, and then they'll hang the dress on it, right? They'll hang the dress on that nail. So my mom placed the coil under my dad's dresses where he has hung his dress, his clothes, his shirt and his trousers. That's why my mom placed it. So I'm sure one just fell on the coil, and this coil is so fragile. It's so soft that if your mom sends you to go and buy a coil and you break it, and in a Ghanaian home, consider yourself dead, because anything can happen to you. Anything can happen to you. Ghanaians in the building, I know you know what I'm talking about, right? Anything can happen to you. Just don't break it. Don't break it. Because any small thing you do to it too, it will break. That's how frustrating it is. So you have to be very, very careful when you're handling this. But what I don't understand is that a whole big trouser, you know those olden days trousers, those bula big ones, those our grandpas used to wear, those big trousers, like very heavy. Yeah, my dad had one or two of them. So one fell, this heavy thing fell on this thing, and it didn't break. That's what I don't understand though. It did not break, but rather the fire, or that small spark of fire on it, decided to lit up with the trouser and decided to burn. I mean, where did this thing happen? Normally this thing will break and the fire will even go off. Any small thing you do to this thing, even lighting up this coil, is very difficult, because when you lit it up, it will go off again. When you lit it up, it will go off again. But in this my case, it did not go off. It rather was able to lit up the trouser to burn fire like fire. So if I hadn't wake up in time to come and pour water on it, that means it is going to burn and connect with a wire or something, so that it will just burn the whole house and the children in it. I still do not understand. So my mom was like, what is the meaning of this? We went there, and then I saw that the trouser, half of the trouser is burnt, and the coil did not burn. The coil is still there, just that the parts that there was fire, I have already poured water on it, so it couldn't burn again, but the coil was still working. Even till morning, my mom went there, and the coil was still working over there. My mom was like, did someone do this? How can this thing happen? I still don't understand though. You know, in a Ghanaian home, they always blame it on Satan. No, they always blame it on witches, so they blame it on witches. But please don't make this mistake. If you're using a coil, mosquito coil, please make sure you put it at a place where you can never. There is no way it can ever catch fire with any other material. Just isolate it into a very, very safe place, right? I don't even know whether they're still using it these days, but I'm sure, you know, my Ghanaian friends, some of them or their mothers are still using it. So this is a caution out there. Please make sure you do it right. So this was my story back then when I was a child. If you think this is helpful, it's informative, it helped you, please comment your thoughts down there in the comments below, and do what to subscribe to my channel. Click on the like button so that YouTube can send it to other people to watch my videos and help me. It really helps me when you like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time.